Oh, look, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency.
It's week 7 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Raiders and the Titans. All that and more coming up next.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Right to the air is Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago with that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. Get their leader, standing 6'4".
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns with 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 17 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a dump off here complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. There's Chris Olave. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The slot man in motion right. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Going right back to Fant. And he will have a Titans 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Breece Hall, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's a one-upsmanship going on right now because they just...
2nd quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. To throw his Carr. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Taken at about the 36. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And we know all about the importance of this ball game. Sure, we're still just in the middle part of the season, but this one you feel could have ramifications down the line.
Right now you're looking at these two teams as being the number 1 and 2 seeds in the NFC. And I know it's a little early to start worrying about seeding and such. But let's face it, if these two meet again, the winner of this game could be the one hosting that game that they play down the road.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
No.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hodges. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now Carr. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And, Charles, still a long way to go in the season. We know that. But as it stands, these are your top 2 seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to get me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we could look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Titans at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, You show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. Johnson, the man in motion right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll run with Hall. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Titans have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. A 2nd quarter score from L.A. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Slot man moves right. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open void beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Hall again on 2nd down. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown for even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now Carr on the bootleg. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. And motion left goes a tight end. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Breece Hall from 4 yards out. And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Raiders. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. This throw into the hands of Andrews. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Carr now to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Shotgun now for Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Carr going to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Again, it's Carr. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. On first down, Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to... but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So Carr and the Raiders now, down 21-10, a minute 35 to go. Here's Carr. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Carr. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing his Carr. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Carr completes it. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Carr. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield, either jar it loose or get... That's going to be key for him.
Ball on a give up up the middle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Willis to throw. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Carlson down to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again, but they can't worry about the last.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
50 Bison.
Willis looking to pass it. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL.